All right, guys, so welcome back to today's video. I hope all of you are doing well and having a blessed day. If this is your first time taking a look at my channel, my name is Chris Young, and for today's video, I have a very special unboxing that came by way of one of my subscribers, and this was a shoe that I unfortunately missed out on because they didn't get them in my city, but luckily my subscribers held it down for me, and I am very excited to add these to the personal collection. If this is your first time tuning in, like I said, please be sure to hit the thumbs up on this video and subscribe because we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and it just helps small channels like mine grow and reach newer heights. So I can't thank all of you enough for your continued support, and let's just go ahead and unbox these shoes, guys. So the sneaker that came in today, courtesy of one of my subscribers, is none other than the LeBron 8 Space Jam. So if you guys are unfamiliar with the Space Jam: A New Legacy collection, it consisted of some Converse, some LeBron 18 lows that came with an Xbox controller and a special box, and then the last shoe was these LeBron 8 Space Jams. And in my opinion, this was the only one that I felt was a mandatory cop just because I am so fond of the LeBron 8 in general, and this new colorway that is inspired by the Space Jam movie is just so fire, guys. So I am just very blessed that I was able to get these in the personal collection, and I have a great story that goes along with these. So let's just go ahead and dive right into the story. So the LeBron 8 Space Jams released on July 23rd for a retail price of $200, and while these may not have been the most limited sneaker in the world, these were probably very limited in the cities that they were distributed in. So therefore, the boutique that I go through, I don't think they received any pairs of these, so that left me with either buying these on the resale market or just having to go through somewhere like Mercari or Facebook Marketplace down the line. But that was not meant to be because of one of my great subscribers. So shout out to Juan. I will leave your Instagram somewhere on the screen just so people know that this is a true story. There's no bluffing. This happened to me and I didn't ask for anything. This just happened out of the kindness of one of my subscribers' hearts. So I can't thank you enough for your support on the channel. And I mean, that's just how these came in. So I don't know if you guys saw my last video, but it was centered around the Space Jam: A New Legacy movie, where I gave my thoughts on the movie, and I also added in my top 5 LeBrons of 2021 so far. And I guess after that video, if you guys didn't know, I do work a night shift job, so I'm not on social media a lot during the day, but I usually pick up my social media activity during the night because I'm like working and I'm awake. But it happened after I got off of work, and this is very crazy. So I was checking my phone on the way to my car, and if you guys don't know, the Instagram DM is set up in 2 different sections. There is the general, and then there is primary. So primary is where your messages go if you follow a person and they follow you back. And there is also the request site. So the requests are people that you don't follow and they don't follow you, and you have to request to, I guess, get their messages into the primary section. So for some reason, I just had a gut feeling to check my, I guess, request. And I ended up doing that, and it was this, it was one of my subscribers, Juan. He sent me a message, and usually, like I said, I don't check my requests because, I mean, that should be self-explanatory what can go in your request sometimes. It's a lot of bogus stuff, but I decided to check it for this one time, and I'm really glad I did because this was the morning of July 23rd. I believe it was like 4 a.m. And my guy Juan, he was saying, you know, he's a big fan of the channel. I'll even put his message up on the screen so you guys know, once again, this is a true story. I didn't ask for anything. This was just out of the kindness of Juan. He said he was a fan of the channel. He's been watching for, I believe, a couple videos now. And he saw that the LeBron 8 Space Jams were releasing in the state of Utah at a near boutique that he lived by. And he basically said that he was able to pick up a pair for me. And I was just, and when people do this at first, especially people you haven't met before, you tend to be skeptical of it. Like that was me when I first opened the message, because I was just like I don't know if I want to like go through with this. But he was just very reassuring. I believe he sent me his address, his phone number. He was even going to send me his ID just to make sure like I was all the way, you know, confident that this was a legitimate sale that was about to happen. And just that he was, you know, he was really behind the channel. So after we talked, I believe we FaceTimed for a couple minutes. He just is a really genuine dude. So that was at 4 a.m. I believe I ended up falling asleep for a couple hours. I woke back up at 11 a.m. So that was around, I don't know what time that is in Utah, but I believe the boutique that he was going to was already open. So he messaged me at around 11 a.m. and said that he was able to grab my personal size 11 and a half, and we just went from there. after he was able to grab the LeBron 8 Space Jams in my personal size 11.5, he ended up FaceTiming me. He went over the shoes, made sure that everything checked out and everything that I wanted to see was there. And he ended up shipping them off right to me. I believe he used 2-day shipping and even went as far as to pay for the shipping for me. And I ended up asking him, I was like, how much do you need on these? Because it really wasn't a problem for me to pay him a little over retail just for going out of his way. Remember, this is somebody completely out of a different state. I'm in Kentucky, he's in Utah. So just the fact that somebody all the way from, it seems like all the way across the country would do this for me, it's just so surreal. And he just pretty much said, you know, this is a retail oop, you don't owe me anything extra. This is just, he told me he believes in sneaker karma and that he believes all good things come back to those who just really look out for each other. And you know, it's just really hard to find that camaraderie in the sneaker community now, because now it's just about reselling, getting the most amount of money. But I do believe if you can retail oop somebody at, you know, certain points in time, it just really means a lot to me, because I could have easily just went on StockX and bought these for around $250. I think that's what they're going for. And I know that's not really a lot over retail, but I mean, that adds up. All these resale purchases, especially when I get them for the channel, it adds up. So anytime I can get a sneaker by way of retail, it just means the world to me. And you know, I just can't thank Juan enough for just hooking this up. So just to give you guys a quick breakdown of the LeBron 8 Space Jam, starting out on the upper of this sneaker, you can see it is comprised of 2 different materials, a nubuck and a fused material. So on the toe box, you can see that we have this great grain of nubuck, and it almost, I won't say it has a brushstroke effect, but you can definitely see that Nike put a lot of craftsmanship into this particular colorway. And then on the sides, on the lateral and medial side and there in the back, you will see that it has this nice iridescent look. And one of my favorite parts about the upper are these infernal orange lines that go all the way around. As you do see, we do have a black swoosh there in the back of the lateral side, and that is outlined in that infernal orange gradient color. My defining feature of the upper has to be these digital images on both the lateral and medial side. So some of the images that I was able to make out is the Space Jam writing that goes right here. You can see we do have cartoon LeBron James spinning the basketball, and you do have Bugs Bunny somewhere. I believe I'll find them in the B-roll, but there's just so many cool images on this sneaker. You can see right there, you do have your fly wire cables, which are done in that red color, and more of that iridescent hits right there on the back of each sneaker. So on the left sneaker, you will see that you do have LeBron James in cartoon form. He looks like he's about to throw down a tomahawk dunk. And then on the right side, you do see that you do have Bugs Bunny right there, who looks like he's about to throw down a dunk as well. There's just so many cool features about this sneaker that I feel like I'm missing some. And you know, it's just really crazy to see that Nike was able to have such great execution on this sneaker. So taking a look at the tongue of it, you will see that you do have a black mesh tongue. There are standard black laces in these, but if you want to insert your own laces, I feel like that would be a great touch. So shout out to Jay, the sneaker guy, who put in not only orange laces in his video, but he also added some neon lime laces, and I feel like those set the sneaker completely off. And then taking a look at the top of the tongue, you will see that you do have the Toon Squad logo, which is done in orange, yellow, and this dark purple color. And the defining feature of this entire sneaker, in my opinion, has to come on the bottom of it. So if you guys didn't know, the entire outsole is done in this glow-in-the-dark fashion, and it is a very vibrant glow, guys. So I will be sure to grab my UV light in the B-roll so you guys can see just how vibrant this glow is. And I mean, yeah, there's just so many defining features that it was just going to be impossible for me not to add these to my personal collection. And I'm just very blessed that Juan was able to hold me down on my personal size 11.5. All right, guys, so this pretty much concludes today's video on these LeBron 8 Space Jams. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on this particular colorway down below in the comments section. If this is your first time taking a look at my channel, please be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button so we can go ahead and surpass that 2,000 subscriber mark in due time. I'm just still very in shock that this happened to me, and just a huge shout out again to my guy Juan for making this all possible, and just reminding me that there are still great people in the sneaker game that want to see you win. You guys inspire me every every day to just continue to go strong with this channel. And I really can't do this without your support. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for allowing me to just put my passion of sneakers on display each and every day. I can't thank you guys enough for the support, and I will not continue to harp on. I know you guys want to go ahead and see what these look like on feet, so I will go ahead and show you guys. Continue to stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you guys on the next one.